Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Solo Dolo Sports Facebook page. I was thinking about loading this video probably for YouTube, but I probably won't. Because ain't nothing to really get excited about. The Vancouver Wild are the worst team in the league. And I'll go into that and show, well, are we the worst team in the league? It's only been 10 games in the season. You play 82 games. But as of right now, they're the worst team in the league. And I decided you can do all kinds of uniform combinations. So they got the old Vancouver Grizzly uniform combinations. I decided to bring those back for this video, probably for future videos too. The Vancouver Grizzlies instead of Vancouver Wild. So right now we're the Vancouver Grizzlies. You know, we had the Vancouver Grizzly uniforms. But right now we're 1-9. So we suck, you know. Would have been nice to have they call us the Grizzlies. It would have been nice if we were the Grizzlies, the Vancouver Wild, but we still had the Grizzly uniforms on. That would be cool. So, but right now, for this entertainment purposes, we're going to be the Vancouver Grizzlies for historical purposes for this video. But currently, we're 1-9. Nothing to be happy about. Maybe it's because I didn't get a superstar in the off season like I wanted to. Maybe it's because, I was so insistent on giving Adams the contract. And I think Adams is worth the money. As I'm showing you, the Mitchell and the Jazz obliterate the Grizzlies. So, that's sort of where we're at. You look at it, league standings. Yeah, we're the worst team in the league. 1-9. Of course, the team that's really doing good is the Nuggets, the Rockets. Over in the East, it's the Heat and the Nets. Charlotte, sort of, but mostly it's the Heat doing really well. Power rankings. If you look at power rankings, Eric Boanish, my favorite guy, says we're the worst team in the league. 2K Sports says we're the worst team in the league. NBA.com, we're the worst team in the league. So that's where we're at. We're the worst team in the league. After last year, being one of the best, 48-34, had that big winning streak to start the season. We were one of the best teams. And now we're not. So you might ask, okay, what are you going to do about it? I don't think there's much you can do. I mean, I've done everything I possibly can to make I think we got a good roster. I don't think there's nothing wrong with the team. I just don't think we have a score. We don't have a Victor Oladipo or a Bradley Beal or a CJ McCollum. We don't have a guy that you can go to that can get things done. Garland is proving not to be that guy. He's a decent point guard, but he's definitely not the guy that's going to, be overly successful. He can be successful, but he's not going to be overly successful. We got some guys that are hot, but we got some guys that are not. Garland's, of course, not one of them. Caldwell Pope, right now trying to find his way as one of the new guys. He's not really doing all that great. The big disappointment for me has been T.J. Warren. I mean, T.J. Warren's been an ultimate disappointment, and I just can't believe it. I'm moving on to a new team next season. With my treatment labels like management is in agreement. No, we're in agreement because you are not playing very well. You're not delivering more than Tayshaun Prince. Tayshaun Prince didn't deliver either, but Tayshaun Prince had his games. T.J. Warren has yet to have a really good game. I take it back, though. I think against Detroit, he did really good. I mean, that was our only win. I think he did pretty good in that game. But we're paying him $12 million. He's not under contract after this year either. So I can easily either trade him after the January 15th deadline. After the deadline of January 15th, I can trade him, get someone else if he's not doing all that great and save that money. But of course, who you're going to trade him to? He's an 82 overall. You probably get a little bit for him, but I'm not really impressed on how he's playing. He's not really doing really well. And I don't know what else to do. I mean, I can go in here and change things that don't seem to be working. It worked against Detroit, and I felt like after the Detroit win, this team would be trying to compete and winning games. It's just not happening. So we're here against Memphis. And if the season is going the way it's going, I'm going to go through these games very quickly. Definitely could see us playing probably the Sixers, but I probably might save it for the Raptors. We got 2 games against the Raptors, so I might decide to do one at home. I might do the one at home. And we got the Surf, see if we can beat the Surf. But if we keep losing, probably the Lakers, just to see how, I don't know, probably the Lakers. The Force may be a good game to do. Barons. We're doing the Grizzlies right now, so I'm not doing the Grizzlies anymore. And that's probably about it. If we keep losing, I'm just going to go ahead and go through the season very, very quickly. We're not going to do what we did last season. Last season was pretty much a shock that I was winning, and I was just rode it and kept watching. So you got, for the first time, Grizzlies versus Grizzlies. The original Grizzlies versus the for real, in real life Grizzlies. I think that's a fun little touch. So we're going to go into it. They're 3-6. Maybe we might get a win. Maybe, just maybe we might get a win. We're at home for this, so I'm going to look, see what I can do. They got the jerseys. We don't want to get everybody confused. I don't want to get anybody confused. Where's the little, yeah, I like those. I like those. We'll go with those. As far as my schedule, things are going to be crazy for a minute. I'm just trying to get used to, like, I'm working a job right now, and then I might be going to another job next week, but it's still overnight. I love it, man. I love being able to get up and, oh yeah, I got a couple of hours where I have to go to work. I can do a video. I can watch the Wild play. You know, things like that are pretty important to me, man. Just being able to have the time to enjoy things, you know. So that's pretty cool. You guys can check out season 3 of the Wild, which is not looking good, you know. Not like last year, unfortunately. It was a good run last year. It was one of the best things I ever seen, how this team just upgraded and became a playoff team. It was very fun, and I enjoyed the crap out of it. But, you know, can you be consistently that every year? And that's what we have to get to, being consistent. I'm not happy with the way the team is playing, and if we are going to play bad, I'd rather go ahead and get really good draft picks in here and build something substantial. So that's what I'd rather do.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. for the Memphis Grizzlies guys. They come in off that loss to the Nets.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them. And
Grizzlies versus Grizzlies.
Ugly display. I thought they'd be more competitive.
That's pretty
but
cool.
I was wrong.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Ennis Cantor, Trier out there with Livingston. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Nicholson in at the 3. Now here's Livingston. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. And that one drops for him.
Sean Livingston's corner position is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Now here's Garland. Tight defense on him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, I got TJ Warren out of the starting 5 because of just not performing very well. So Pope is in there. Also been disappointing Garland. I mean, you would think after the playoff run of last year, he took. To me, that was one of the bigger steps of last year, was seeing Garland in the playoffs, especially against the Mavs. He was very instrumental in making it happen for our team, and to see him not playing up to the standard that he played last year is really disappointing. I feel like this is a fun little thing. Oh, Grizzlies versus Grizzlies. Vancouver really needs another team too, man. I think it's just terrible they don't have one. They would be a small market, but you have a small market team all over the NBA. I think that, like, say Oklahoma City's a small market team, Sacramento's a small market team. Who else? We can't get and that's another thing. We can't get rebounds for nothing anymore. We used to get rebounds. That's one of the things I championed, was getting rebounds. And it's like lately the whole season's been kind of we've been really piss poor in getting rebounds. It's been terrible. See? Can't even get rebounds. And I got Adams and Jabari Parker, and you got guys that are really good at rebounding, and we're just not winning. Oh, good lob pass by Jabari Parker to Pope. Yeah, I've been watching every game. I'm about to sim through it, especially if we don't start winning. I mean, I want to see this team win. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't get Victor Oladipo. But even though I didn't get Victor Oladipo, I still said, man, I got a good roster. I still kept Steven Adams. Steven Adams actually went down a overall point to it. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, he did great in the playoffs. I'm like, is regression? Do they take in regression in NBA in 2K a little bit more harder than Madden? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, all players are going to regress. Especially if you're playing in a franchise, it's going to happen. But you just think to yourself, this guy was solid in the playoffs. Garland was solid in the playoffs. Why, in the regular season, it just seems like they're just not as good as they were last season. Especially in the playoff run against the Grizzlies and even the Timberwolves. We pushed them to a game 7. So, I mean, we got a decent squad. We didn't really lose anybody. I mean, the biggest loss for me last year this season is not having Sekou Doumbouya. I mean, I really liked him and couldn't believe that I lost him. I was like, I looked up. I'm like, he's not on your team. I'm like, I didn't even get to offer him a contract. Of course, he's making I think $14 million with the Raptors, which is a little bit more steep than I would have wanted to pay for him. But I think he's a adjusted starter. I think he's worth $10 million. I mean, do I think he's worth $20 million? A $20 million a year player? No, I think he's like a $10 million a year player. There goes Jabari Parker. Hey, and the Grizzlies are 3-6. The Grizzlies are 3-6. I mean, so we might, we might give them a game. We might have a chance in this game. We're not a bad team at all. We lost Sekou Doumbouya. We lost one player. We lost Tayshaun Prince, and we lost Tayshaun Prince. Other than that, Tayshaun Prince was not an alpha male. Sekou Doumbouya was really good off the bench, and sometimes he'd come in as a starter and do real good, but he wasn't just this great player, So I don't think we've lost anybody enough to say, hey, we regressed to the point, we regressed to the point where we're not even competing for a championship to be in the playoffs anymore. So I don't know. I think we'll turn it around. We could turn it around. This can happen. This losing streak may not last that long. We may get out of it and start winning games. You never know. The NBA season is long. Anything can happen. We can get out of it. I know we can. We got the talent. We got great players on our team. We can do it. But now I understand how GMs feel, man. It's you got to keep a roster together, and you got to, as much as you want that superstar player, you don't want to be a person that you don't want to be drilled. You don't want your team just destroyed in the salary cap, man. I know the salary cap in the NBA is like a barrage, but if you're a small market team, you can't afford all these. You can't afford a bunch of great players. But if you're a small market team, you have to go through the draft. And that's what I'm going to try to do. Especially if we start losing a lot, I'm just going to go ahead and try to get a good draft pick, especially a good shooting guard to come to Vancouver, man. We get a really good shooting guard, I think we're set. But, with a rookie, it's kind of like, do you really want to start with a rookie? As like the guy that's going to turn your franchise around. That's a lot to ask. Jabari! Big old dunk. Yeah. It's really cool what they do in 2K too, to be able to change uniforms like you can. And I love having the old school Vancouver uniforms if I want them. I thought you couldn't do it, but actually in 2K there's a way to do it. So you just find out new things about this game that makes it one of the best franchise played games I've ever seen. I know the show gets a lot of love, but 2K, man, as far as franchise, they just get it right. And they gave me my series I always wanted, so love with 2K right now. Even though I've been playing a lot of NBA Live lately. Well, you got DeMontre James. Career mode, he's upgrading really good. You get to see him become that guy. That's really cool to see him become that guy. So you like that. And you got, of course, Detroit Pistons getting Sergio Gabriel, one of the great players in that series, man, and getting him. And being able to play with him. I might even knock out another Piston game after this one. But of course I got to go to work tonight. Got to eat too. I got to eat me a meal and get ready for a night of work. At a job I probably won't be at too long. It's a factory job. I don't really like it. I like the hours, but man, it's like trying to find a job where you just feel like you can fit and do the things you need to do, man, it's very hard. Especially when you're in your 40s. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard, man. It's like pulling teeth. It's like pulling teeth, dude. And I feel like I can talk to you guys about this kind of stuff because you guys, for the guys who watch these videos, and there's probably not many, we have a kindred relationship now. It's like you don't come here because I'm fun or because I have just this great content. Ooh, Adams. You come here because, I think if you're a guy that loads videos and likes to do this type of stuff, you got to have a personality. And of course, I'm not the most winning personality you ever seen. I'm just a normal person, man. I'm just a normal person that loves sports, man. I love watching sports. I love almost doing this video game kind of stuff versus even more than I like watching actual sports. It's become more fun. It's become fun to me. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Yeah, these uniforms with Vancouver are tripping me out, man. But hey, it's pretty cool. I can say in my video, Grizzlies versus Grizzlies, and yeah, T.J. Warren with the run. We might actually win a game, guys. Might actually win a game, and we need to win games. I mean, though at the same time, I kind of wouldn't mind us sort of tanking because I got good draft picks and I can get some real good players to get in here. I don't think T.J. Warren is this bad. I think he'll get better as the season progresses. You can see it right now. The team seems to be playing a little bit better. Of course, we're playing a 3-6 Memphis Grizzlies team. We're not playing like Utah or the Lakers or or the Timberwolves that really, really like kicked our ass hard like a couple games ago, and I had to watch it and I was like, weren't we in the playoffs with this team and then we push them to game 7? It's like, yeah, doesn't matter, you're getting killed. You're getting killed because you still don't have it. I still don't have it, man. And what I'm talking about it is you need a guy that is go Adams. This is the best we played in weeks, in days, man. We played the Pistons really good, but I never seen us just come out and just kind of dominate like this. This has been fun. Backcourt violation, Grizzlies ball. Which Grizzlies are you talking about? See, that's funny now. It's like, okay, both Grizzlies. Grizzlies versus Grizzlies. Yeah, this is fun. I might do this once, but I might go. I like the Wild. I think the Wild are like Vancouver Grizzlies is not a very good team name. Vancouver Wild just sounds better. It just sounds better. How you like that? How you like them apples? We come in this game, we're kind of hot, we're playing really well, get a good 8-point lead, might get a win, which is long overdue. Nice to get. What was I gonna say, man? I hate when I lose my train of thought. When I lose my train of thought, and I'm losing it as I get older. I am losing it. But, yeah, I mean, but yeah, I love this, like I said, I love the schedule. Like, I would not be able to do this video if I was working a 12-hour shift every day, 4 days a week. I would have to wait till the weekend to do these videos, and I really don't want to do that. I really like doing these videos. May not get a lot of views, may not get a lot of likes, but I like the videos. I like being able to do them. I want to be able to keep doing these videos I do. I mean, there's a lot of things I should be doing. Need to get a guitar. My guitar is out and start writing some freaking songs. I need to be doing that. Of course, I'm not a singer. You don't want to hear me sing either. I like how we're getting to the basket, man. We seem to, and I think I put that in the game plan. It's like, go to the basket, get fouled, get something. You don't just jack up a whole bunch of shots. I got an interesting trade proposal. I kind of was working on it. Buddy Hield as a shooting guard here. But I just don't think Buddy Hield's the answer. Like, I could trade for Buddy Hield. I could also get Nurkic, from the Trailblazers. He's down to his last year. He's getting paid $12 million, but they haven't made him another contract. Woo! They haven't made him another contract. So I've been okay, should I trade? Do the thing I really don't want to do, which is trade Montrezl Harrell. And I'm like, I don't really want to trade Montrezl Harrell. If I don't trade him, though, I have to pay him $18 million next year. And I don't really want to pay him that much money, but I can't lie and sit there. Even though we're losing, it's not because of Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell's actually playing out of his mind lately. I can't believe how good we're playing right now. I'm looking at him like, wow, we're actually got a 13-point lead in the first quarter. Usually we get stomped on in the first and second quarter. In the first half, we're getting stomped. Kevin Love's going to sink that. I saw that coming. Oh, what a quarter, though.
The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
What a quarter.
As we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's the Grizzlies as they end the first quarter on a 20-6 run.
Which
and
Grizzlies?
The second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how Vancouver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period. Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Warren. Then there's Burke, and it's Terry in at the 5 down low. Love against Kidd-Gilchrist. Passes it to Bogdanovich. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, I know the playoffs are on, too. I watched a little bit of it. It's hard to keep up with all the games, especially when you're working. So it's like I can't watch all the games. Plus, I'm in my own universe with the Wild, Devontae James, Detroit Pistons. We have I got a lot of series going on, which makes you ask the question, Dwight, where the hell is the supercharger coming back? I'm like, dude, I really want to get in a job and get sort of comfortable and get my hours and get comfortable and know what I'm going to do as far as my hours and my days and stuff, and then I feel like I can start Supercharger. Plus, honestly, with the Titans going on, and right now, still having a perfect season, I'm 11-0. Thank you very much. Took us a while to be like this good. With the Titan thing going on, I'm kind of thinking, well, maybe I should let the Titan season end on season 5 and then get in the Supercharger, because it'll kind of take the place of not having, that NFL franchise game that I like to usually play. Having two, big franchise dynasty things going on at the same time is a lot of gaming, and since I'm back at working now, I kind of don't want to just cram in a whole lot of damn gaming, I got a lot of gaming going on, and I don't really just want to cram even more, man. So I'm thinking, wait till the Titans season 5 is over, and then Supercharger, which means I got another month. This may be the longest hiatus I've ever done on that series. I hate that, because usually after 3 months I'm back in it. I haven't played with Supercharger since February, and we're in late May right now, so it's been 4 months. It's been a long hiatus, man. But a lot of things have happened since year 11 ended, man. And there I go. I lost my train of thought again. There was a thing that I was going to say about something important, and I just freaking forgot. I'll remember in a minute. Trey Burke. What was that, Trey? And then, of course, since you have this league, you get to see the backups and see how they're doing. Which right now we're really playing really good defense. Like to see that. Trey Burke, the guy I just signed, the point guard I just signed during the off season for extra depth. Trying to get him acclimated. We got some new pieces, but I still think we're a really good team.
This has just been a brutal period.
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Terry. Great D that time from Love. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Kicks it to Buford. Back to Love. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. To the inside.
Ward.
With the jam.
Yes.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting. You have to give credit to the defenses protecting the rim.
That's kind of weird. Here I am saying how bad this team is, and they're the worst team in the league. Everybody's saying the worst team in the league. They come out with performance like this, right when I'm recording that episode. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. And as far as my YouTube channel, I might use it as a backup channel as far as storing really the best videos that I got versus just saying, I'm going to upload every video up there to YouTube. I'm like, I like being around you guys, man. I love the Facebook page. This page has been up since 2017, and it's just gotten better. I mean, now I'm doing HD videos on here. And whoever thought it would get to this point where I'm like sitting here with y'all and watching a Grizzlies game, a Wild game where they happen to be the Grizzlies right now, with the Vancouver Wild dressed as the Grizzlies, so much fun, a lot of fun. But I got a lot of series going on, man. I mean, you got this, of course, Jamel McRae. I got Jamel McRae coming back for probably one more year, and then he'll be done, and I'll retire him. Mike Cobbs is back, of course, after the team won the Super Bowl. And I did that game, of course, Cobb being a champ. I did that game for a video a couple of days ago. Oh yeah, I do remember what I was going to say. This video probably will be uploaded for tomorrow. I don't think I'll get it in tonight. I got to go to work tonight, and this video might be long. And Facebook, of course, if you know anything about Facebook, it takes forever to load videos on Facebook. So, I might... Oh, Trey Burke hit a 3. I ain't never seen him do that. I never seen this team play this good. Even against Detroit, we weren't playing this good. Against Detroit, it was a game up until the fourth quarter, and then we kind of pulled it out. But this is actually we're actually playing pretty damn good ball. So that's what I meant to say. We're gonna this video probably will be uploaded for tomorrow. And like I said, a lot of series going on. So, I mean, you got Jamel McRae, Mike Cobbs. Those are 2 career modes I got. DeMontre James, Detroit Pistons simulation franchise. So that's NBA Live 19. The career modes. Titans franchise. Ooh. Titans franchise, and they're actually still in the game. We ain't really pulled away. We got a good, nice lead, though. I tried to do something with Madden 21, but it's just not working. Like the sim engine in Madden 21, I don't know, because they put all their resources into Xbox Series X and getting that game ready for the next gen system, that Madden 21 just really, really sucks. The graphics are great, but it just sucks. It just sucks. It's a step down from even Madden 20, which is not that great. It's a step down. I just have not enjoyed it. I tried to do Phrase of the franchise, and it's forced outcomes and all this. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not gonna. I just don't like the mode. I just don't like the game. It's just and the only thing I got out of it was, of course, the Detroit Lions fantasy football team. That's the only thing I got out of that game. That was it. I got the Wild here. Titans, Cobbs, McCray, DeMontre James, Detroit Pistons. Got a lot of series going on, so I'm like, okay, do I really want to add the supercharger in there right now? And I'm probably not right now. I just kind of want to, like, Titans, I want to get through the Titans season, and then I can probably concentrate on superchargers. Once I go into supercharger, it's like, man, it gets a lot of coverage. And with the Titans doing as good as they are and being two-time defending Super Bowl champion, look at Jaren Jackson Jr., which is probably why I wanted him on my Detroit team with the Pistons. Reminded me of why I wanted him with the Pistons. Yeah, so. Yeah, so I'm thinking about taking a little more time off with the supercharger. I really need to get in it. Need to get on my playbook, but right now we got so many good series going on. I just really kind of want to enjoy the series I already got going. Because once I go into supercharger, it's like full supercharger mode for months, man. It's like, maybe I should just wait till the college football season to start, where you can really get excited about it. I don't know. I might. A lot of ideas, but and then Memphis has made this a game again. Memphis has made this a game again. I'm sitting here talking.
With their rebounding at the defensive end, the number
Memphis done made this a game again.
Has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Love.
Get Kevin Love.
Here's the lob to Adams.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Livingston. Outside Jackson. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Cantor. 10 points for him. 5 on the clock. Here's the teardrop.
Oh.
Nicholson with the buckets.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Now, here's Parker.
Jared Jackson's is hot. Get in there, Parker.
And 2 free throws
Yeah.
coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Enes Kanter. Vancouver shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. 2 shots. down the first one.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Love's check in for Memphis. Bogdanovich comes in for Sean Livingston.
Yo, I always hate when I do that. Who came in for who? I think they just did Memphis. I think
And Parker drops the
keeping the
ball.
same lineup in there.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Moore outside. Here's Nicholson. 11 points in the game. Plenty of space.
Yep.
And another basket for Memphis.
And the scary thing is, Hachimura is going to keep getting better. Games like this prove how special he can be.
Now, here's Garland. Adams outside. Six to shoot.
Get in there. Get
Parker
there.
passes to Harrell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Heck yeah.
And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Friday,
that's a
they'll
tough
begin a road trip
matchup.
starting in Utah up against the Jam.
Probably gonna
And
lose.
looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
That's good from Harrell.
What I appreciate about Harrell is how hard he's worked.
That's why I really don't want to trade him.
The post moves and the
Guy
pass.
just gets it done,
Warren's
man.
checked in for the Grizzlies. Jacob Evans comes in for Garland. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jackson.
Grizzlies versus
Grizzlies trail
Grizzlies.
by 7. Now Moore. He kicks it to Love.
All by himself.
And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Well, we know Love's been a great shooter for many years, but his catch and shoot game has reached another level.
The pass to Adams. Outside Warren. No good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
Something
like how
that
they've
keeps
come
me
back
close
in
is
this
the fact
game.
that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
That's a
Mismatch.
bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes
Aldridge
it off
with the
for the
Grizzlies.
score.
The pass to Harrell.
Grizzlies, Memphis is actually in the playoffs.
Loads it up there for Harrell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop.
I think they're having to play Utah right now.
A huge slam, the perfect end of the
Oh,
fast
yeah.
break.
The thing about Moore in
Had a lead, gave
you
it
see
up.
the high basketball IQ, knows exactly where he needs to be to finish.
Now, here's Warren. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Just 4 to shoot. Out left to the wing.
Oh,
And he can't stop the run as he misses. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime.
tied after
And
being
we'll be
up
back right after halftime to get the third quarter
by
underway.
as much of a amount as we were, man. That's disappointing.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
That ain't good.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big time action so far today. Steven Adams had no problems getting going. He had 11 points and 4 rebounds. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They played some solid team basketball, right? Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit. They got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, their success was largely about second chance. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Yeah, we're gonna sim a lot.
got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
I believe we had that lead and just gave it up like that. That is crazy. But that's how this season has been. To be honest with you, that's how this season's been. Because like in the first quarter, yeah, we definitely killed them. I mean, it was like, yeah, we had a good lead and everything. Only led them by 11 points, but we were still doing good. They pulled out in the second quarter. First quarter was all us, second quarter was all them. It's an even matchup with two very not great teams, is what we're dealing with. And for that, we're going to go ahead and start simming. Probably sim mostly up to the midway point of the fourth quarter. I don't want to stay here watching the whole game because I'm tired and I need to get something to eat because I got to go to work tonight. I don't want to stay here all day. Oh yeah, there we go. We're going to the game. It's like it's really getting a good game. It's pretty even. And we're going to stop right here. Stop right here. 5:20 left.
Burke looking over the floor. Dishes it to Adams. Back to Burke. Takes it out to Terry. Fires the three.
Doesn't shoot
Terry with
threes.
the rebound.
I could tell right there it wasn't going to work.
Right now in the game. They got Warren.
Wow.
Adams is out there with Trey Burke. And it's Terry in at the 4.
Adams
and they're
was
moving it up.
Oh, come on. You got to finish, D.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
The shot's good.
Oh, they're pulling.
Panthers got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making
Come
big
on,
shots.
guys.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. You look at Ennis, Kansas. What a contribution.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Ennis, Kansas.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Come on,
Looking at who's out there now for
wide
the
open.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Warren, and it's Garland in for Burke. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Tim.
Ooh, and he got the
Hey
foul.
guys, Vancouver's coach got into his team during that timeout. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Oh, boy. It's going to be a long season. Well, it ain't going to be a long season because I'm going to
One
sit
of the many
through it.
impressive things about Kevin Love, the way he's reshaped his body since entering the league.
High, arcing shot.
Oh.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
A shot by Tritter, no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold.
Jesse Dean's going to get benched.
To go his way.
I'm going to second rotation. Bring Jacob Evans back in.
Releases from 15. Garland with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The Diallo's position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Shot clock at 6. Dean passes to Terry. There's Garland. The Grizzlies with another miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Here's Nicholson. Softly in the floor.
Man.
Nicholson's got 21.
He knew what he wanted to do all
Wow.
along. The teardrop.
Garland dishes to Caldwell Pope.
And we are the worst team.
And it's denied.
Maybe we are.
To the middle. Here's Livingston. And he gets the basket. Officials
We are the worst
so a
team.
chance at the line for one more.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Markers checked in for Vancouver.
Let's sim some more. Sim some more. Might go down to that. Give less minutes to Jacob Evans. No, I actually need to give him some more minutes. Dean's going to the bench. Yep, we're losing. Well, we're 1-10. We are 1-10.
Now here's Burke. He's covered by Bogdanovich.
We did this with the classic Vancouver Grizzly uniform.
And the layup falls.
What a great shot. This is why Harold shoots over 60% for his career.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Cantor. The pass to Aldridge. Evans with the steal. It's Evans on the wing. No good.
We're not making these shots, man. We need someone to sink shots.
Problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
And that's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at. Look at the box score. I'm going to mute this TV because that's the most annoying sound. I understand it's a video game, but that's one of the most annoying sounds I've ever heard. Adams was great, man. 17 points. Could have did better on the rebounds. 3 blocks, 2 steals. Can't hate on Adams. Adams, I paid him $20 million because of games like that. Dean can't go 6 for 14. You got to be more effective than that. Harrells, of course, could have got more rebounds, but he's giving me some points. He's doing really good. Yee, 6 assists, pretty good. Parker, he's got to be more dominant. That's the only way we can win. And I'm sitting there talking about Jacob Evans. Jacob Evans went 3 for 8. He ain't really all that great either. Even Gilchrist had a decent game. I've seen him in spots have a real good game. Caldwell, I think, needs to be a little bit more assertive. I think he's a really good player. Burke, of course, is still learning. He's a rookie. I don't think I have him. How many minutes he played? Played 14 minutes? Actually, should be playing less minutes than that. TJ Warren looked good, but he got 8 rebounds. But when you get a player like this and you make a big trade like this, I expect a little bit better. I expect a little bit better from TJ, man, than what I'm getting. His morale is down. He most likely will probably get traded after the January 15th deadline if we keep losing like this. Because he was supposed to be sort of the answer. I wasn't looking for him to be like the guy that just takes over the franchise and does great. But I thought he'd do a lot better than what he's doing right now. First quarter, yeah, I mean, we came out guns a-blazing. Grizzlies took the second quarter. On third quarter, it was a more even matchup. I was actually looking to jump in earlier, but I said I was going to send it all the way to the fourth quarter. We sit through the fourth quarter, we get midway through there, and it was a game. They were pulling away, and then they just ultimately just start pulling away. If you look at us totally, especially three-point shooting, they didn't hit three-point shots really well either, but three-point shooting is our Achilles heel. This is an every game thing for us. We just can't hit shots, man. And we gave up 66 points in the paint. Can't do that. They had 16 second chance points. We did good on the assists. Offensive rebounds is what killed us. You look at those rebound numbers, yep, that's what's killing you. That is what's killing you. They had 13 blocks on our it's how you lose. It's how you lose, man. That is how you lose. You get out rebounded. You can't shoot any shots. Your players don't step up in the fourth quarter. You're probably going to lose some games. Obviously. So, that's it. You got Grizzlies versus Grizzlies. And it was not good for us. We're now officially 1-10. We are now 1-10, which is really bad. The next game I might do, definitely might do the Raptors coming to us. Now, I always do the Raptors because of the whole Canada thing. Of course, we got more of a itch to do it because Sekou Doumbouya is with the Raptors. And then I might do the Surf. But I'd rather probably do the Surf at our place. Yeah, they are at our place. I'll sim through these games and see if we can do a little bit better as the season goes on. See if we're going to make a turnaround or not. But right now we're 1-10, and things are looking pretty bleak. Really bleak. Even though I got some guys that actually are playing, they say are on fire. TJ Warren is still struggling though. But that's about it, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me for the first game of, well, it ain't the first game, but the first recorded game of Season 3 Vancouver Wild basketball. We are in a free fall. We're 1-10. Start the season after 48 game regular season where we won 48 games, won a playoff series, and pushed the Timberwolves to 7 games in the conference semifinals. So a lot of soul searching right now. But hey, at least we can probably get a good draft pick out of it if we keep tanking. But guys, I thank you for hanging out with me for this video. Coming up, more Wild basketball and other stuff coming up. More videos coming up for this page. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Solo Dolo out.